A warm and sunny day across the city and GTA on this, the last full day of summer. We're seeing temperatures in the low 20s, feeling closer to 25. Not too bad. Showers expected to move in this evening. There is a chance of some thunderstorm activity overnight. For a look back at the summer that was and the fall that's to come, we're joined by Dave Phillips, senior climatologist for Environment Canada. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Well, Melissa, nice to join you on, yes, the last full day of summer. My gosh, by this time tomorrow, maybe about 2:15, summer will be over and we'll clearly be into the fall. But boy, I think we're still thinking about what a summer it was.
Yeah, we've talked to you a lot this summer, all about those heat waves. It seems like it was one after another after another. I guess that's how the summer of 2025 is going to be remembered.
Well, I think so, Melissa, but kind of interesting. It sort of came later and left early. I mean, that was really amazing. I mean, we had to wait till almost the last week of June before we started complaining about the heat and humidity. And people thought, was this going to be the year without summer? And then it was going, and that 55 days, all nicely packaged there in late June, July, and up to the first couple of weeks in August. Wow, we had some excruciatingly warm temperatures. And then about the middle of August, it sort of went away. And people thought, oh, it's over. We will write the obituary on summer-like weather. But in that 55 days, Melissa, my gosh, we got 24 days where the temperature was above 30, the often the mark of a hot day. We normally would see maybe 16 or 17 of those. We had twice the number of tropical nights. Those are nights above 20. And even, Melissa, temperatures just touching 35 or going a little bit off. We would see maybe one of those every 2 years. We had 5 of those suckers. And then along with lots of humidity. So, boy, it was the summer of summers for some, or too much summer. But it was all nicely packaged into about 35 or about 55 days, and then it sort of left. And I tell you, this last period, I have to declare my biases. I'm kind of a fall guy. I love the fall weather. And boy, it started like almost the middle of August, and it's continued on. It's been dry. We've had one day, Melissa, one day of rain in September. I mean, we clearly are into a dry period. We're going to get some rain tonight and tomorrow. That's going to help things out. But it has absolutely been just so comfortable the last month that I think people are saying, they like this kind of weather. No heat on, no air conditioning on. It's not costing us any money. So my sense is I'm not going to give it a perfect 10 this summer, but I think it was pretty remarkable.
And right now it is nice to see those pleasant days. Also thinking back to the summer that was, we saw the air quality being an issue oftentimes too, and that was combined with those heat warnings that we also saw in effect.
Oh, there was a lot of threatening weather from that point of view, not so much from severe thunderstorms or hail or wind, but we had smoke at times, Melissa, and then other times we had haze. Now, we haven't seen haze days for almost a decade, and that was just, pollutants coming from smelters, from exhaust pipes, and of course, with the sun baking those temperatures, causing the chemical reaction, we ended up with those kind of lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. So there were moments like that where the air quality was not very good, and so when you combine that with the lack of precipitation at times, boy, it was it was smelly at times. But boy, it certainly for the people who love summery-like weather, I don't think they minded even some of those smoky days. But boy, it was clearly a good example of what people are talking about for summers in the future. When you get, but not just 55 days, we'll see 90 of those days in the future. So we had the kind of a taste of what summer would be looking like as normal in about, maybe by 2050. But quite an interesting one to follow it, to study it, and to live it. It was very interesting.
Some of these September afternoons have just been gorgeous, these warm temperatures. I'm wondering when you're expecting the temperatures to take a dip into the fall that's kicking off tomorrow.
Well, Melissa, the good news is that we think this kind of weather is going to continue. What we've seen is what we're going to see more of through September, through October. Now, Melissa, here's my warning. Don't expect July warmth to come back. I mean, we know, for example, mid-October, when I describe a normal day in October for you, it's still on average about 7 degrees cooler than an average day in September. And November is another 6 degrees cooler. So we're going to, by the mid-November, we're going to drop 13 degrees and still call it normal. So it's not as if it's going to be, muscle shirt and tank top weather. It's going to be jacket weather and little heavier garments. Now, typically in Toronto, we get our first frost around the 9th of October. Now, in the downtown area, it's maybe 10 days later than that. But last year, we didn't get our first frost till kind of close to, a little bit before Halloween, and we didn't get our first snowfall until the end of November and early December. So typically, you're going to get frost on the pumpkin. You probably snow before Remembrance Day. But Melissa, that doesn't ruin fall. Fall still has those kind of warm days and comfortable nights and the color change season. So I think we still have a lot of good weather to brag about and boast about and bless in the next few weeks ahead. And that's what the models say. The Americans are saying the same thing, Melissa, is that says warmer than normal and near normal precipitation. So I think we're not going to have to pay for it because we had such a warm summer. No. Fall is going to continue to give to us.
Well, I appreciate the reflection on this past summer and the look ahead to the fall that's to come beginning tomorrow. Dave Phillips, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Melissa. Bye-bye.
Dave Phillips, senior climatologist for Environment Canada, talking all things weather with us.